Hey everyone, thanks for coming today. My name is Larry Bailey with Mortgage Workflow Partners, and I wanted to do this special event. Usually we do Tuesday meetings in the Mastering Encompass community. Usually it's every other Tuesday from 4 to 5 p.m. Eastern. This one's a lot different. This one's actually set up as a presentation, so you can't actually interact. This is actually built for me to just kind of put it out there. And what I've been finding a lot with folks is that there's a ton of misinformation around Encompass Web and even Encompass Desktop as it relates to Encompass Web. So I thought this would be a great moment to try to clear the air. Um, I don't work for ICE Mortgage Technology. I don't represent the company in any way, shape, or form. I can only tell you what I know firsthand and what has really helped me help our clients over the last 2+ years managing Encompass Web, managing the opportunities that Encompass Web provides, and most importantly, dispelling really a lot of information that's flat out wrong or misunderstood or old and so on and so on. So what I want to do today with today's event is really talk about some of the myths of Encompass Web. For those that are going to the ICE Mortgage Technology Experience in March, and basically, what is it, in 4 weeks, 5 weeks, I'll be there. We're in booth 14. If you want to talk more about this, let me know. But the idea is that I wanted to get ahead of the conference just to kind of put it out there, this information. So what I'd like to do for those that are on here is, what what is Encompass Web to you? So when I go through and I talk to folks and I'm like, well, what is Encompass Web? For old folks like me, right? And I say old because I started using Encompass in 2004. Encompass Web first started as LO Connect, right? And that was the very first time Jonathan Corr stood on stage at some experience sometime with Sig Anderman and was like, hey, we're going to use LO Connect. And it was, as per usual, Ellie Mae was just way ahead of its time in terms of making sure that you always had the best tech. And so the idea of LO Connect started a long time ago. Converting to APIs started a long time ago. And obviously there was a huge, perhaps brouhaha about, moving, transitioning is the best way to say it, transitioning from SDK to API. And how does all that tie into Encompass Web? The reality is it kind of sort of does, but it's really mutually exclusive conversations in a lot of respects. So when we go from LO Connect, 7, 8 years ago, depending on your calendar, to Encompass Web today, it's really the fulfillment of that vision of being able to leverage something that's web-based and not EXE desktop-based. And so one of the comments was, Eric says, for me, there's really no context for Encompass Web. You use it and that kind of a thing. And that's thank you, Eric, for that. And that's very common. There's almost a lack of context or a lack of understanding of how you can leverage Encompass Web in your day, because you're leveraging Encompass Desktop for everything as you have been for the last 20+ years. So a lot of myths. First myth that I really want to bring up is